Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. So today's video is something that is a little bit different, something I used to do a while ago and I want to bring it back, is a bikini review. So we're going to do things a little bit different to how I used to do them. How I used to do them, I used to kind of review the entire show, whereas this one I'm going to review the top 3 bikini routines. So I want to show you guys kind of what I really liked about these routines specifically, and kind of give you a bit of an insight into what I see the bikini division looking like within this show. If you don't already know, my name is Phoebe Hagen, IFBB Bikini Pro from the UK. I am CEO and founder of the Posing Portal, which is an online subscription site to help you improve and correct your posing. So if you are wanting to pose with me or one of my lovely coaches on the site, please head down to the link in the description box below and you can sign up today. And these types of reviews are gonna be in a little bit more detail on the Posing Portal because that is one of the features on there as well. So if you wanna find out more information, please head down and yeah, have a look. But let's get into the video. So the Pittsburgh Pro was probably one of the biggest shows we've seen this year and probably the last few years, because there was 14 Olympians at this one singular show, which obviously bar the Olympia or the Arnolds is a very, very deep show in general. Like a lot of people that were there said that even the people that were outside of the top 10 that were maybe third call-outs, fourth call-outs were literally like top level, like they brought their A game. So in terms of the people that won, got the top 3, everyone looks their best at this show. That's how a lot of these bikini pro shows are looking nowadays. Like a lot of shows, people are turning up looking their absolute best, and it's making the judges' jobs very, very hard. And that was actually what Tyler Mannion said on one of his bikini reviews, is that it's getting harder and harder to nitpick in between the lines because everyone's turning up so good. It also makes the bikini division so much more exciting to watch when everyone is showing up year after year, show after show, literally their best. Like it's becoming like this close. So it's really entertaining for me to watch. I'm very, very excited to kind of have a look at these routines. So first up we have Amy, who won the Pittsburgh Pro. Amy is probably one of my favorite physiques of 2024 so far, purely because of the muscle mass, the femininity she brings to the bikini division. It's very, very inspiring to watch, and to see her just completely take over the bikini scene is very, very exciting. So this was probably one of my favorite routines from Amy. When she was going in and out of the poses, she really took her time, taking nice long pauses, really showcasing off her physique where she needed to, which is exactly what you want as a pro. You want to try and make sure that you're showing off each and individual part that is your strength on stage. Now, my favorite part about Amy's routine is that, like, for me, it's her facial expressions. I know that sounds really like kind of crazy or weird or whatever, but I like the way that she can switch between kind of being that smiley presentation on stage to also kind of like going into a bit of a smize and going into kind of a pout. And one thing I saw that I don't think she's done before is like a little bit of a wink when she got to the back of the stage. And it really, like, it's just so fun. And I really enjoyed watching her like entire routine because it just is very, very playful. It's a switch between, like I said, kind of sexy, sultry, like kind of attitudey on stage to also very lively and fun when she's in her poses. So you can see how she swaps between that within her transitions and her poses. When she's in her poses, she kind of shows off that smile really, really big when she's walking into her poses and stuff as well. Then when she's transitioning, that's when it switches, which I really like, that kind of emotion switch, I guess, on stage. I think it's really, really hard to do because when you're on stage, you're kind of thinking about a lot. It's really advanced to kind of do that type of thing. Next up, we have Ashley Coltswater, the absolute GOAT. Now, I think this is probably one of the best routines she's done. Like this year, I think she's definitely upped her posing game, because I know a lot of the times the judges have said like her poses need to just be better, it needs to flow more. And I know personally that's what she's wanted to do, is to make sure that her posing just is overall better, more comfortable on stage. I think she's definitely gotten better at her movement, from like going from her back pose to her walk to the back of the stage. That's definitely something that is more sexy in a way. She's definitely getting used to just that natural flow. You'll see in the other bikini girls, the way that they move, they can really move their hips quite like a lot without kind of dropping the glutes or anything like that. That doesn't always come naturally to a lot of people. I think a lot of people think that all these movements are very like easy to do. They're really not. It's actually very, very hard to kind of do hip sways and all that type of thing. So she's really gotten better at overall controlling those hips. I think one thing that Tyler did mention on his bikini review was her bikini walk in general. So I don't know if that was referring to the walk to the back or the walk to the front, but I do think that that's one thing that she needs to just continue to keep working on. It definitely looks better, but I think you can see a little bit in this video where she kind of, how she enters to walk into the walk looks a little bit awkward. And I think if she was to really kind of maybe take a slightly bigger step with that first foot and stride forwards and kind of commit to it, I think she would find her flow with it a little bit more. Because I feel like sometimes when people kind of walk forwards, maybe a little too slow into that bikini walk, that's where they feel kind of like off balance. So if you kind of use momentum to kind of go into the front walk with confidence, same with the back walk. The back walk, obviously we want nice and slow, but you still want a good amount of momentum to kind of keep you moving smoothly, if that makes sense. So I think those are the things that she could probably work on when she's practicing posing, all that type of thing. But this is definitely 1000% the best I've seen her routine in 2024. And then we have Miss Vanya, who was third. So Ashley was second and obviously Vanya's third. And I've been like a lover of Vanya's routine for a very, very long time, purely because it's so different. You'll see how she has a lot of different movements and flows in this routine, because she really, like, it's almost like a dance. Like the way that she's looking is like she has a lot of movement, but she controls it very well. My only thing sometimes with having a lot of movement is people don't know how to control it. So you can kind of, you know, feel off balance and kind of move and not look very steady in like your poses and stuff. So sometimes less is more, but if you know how to control that more, oh my God, like it's incredible. And I think Vanya is definitely one of those people who can really control doing more on stage and it looking so good. Like I think if you do more and it doesn't look as good, it doesn't bring out that kind of like personality you want to try and protrude on stage, if that makes sense. So I think she can really control that. This is the showstopper, this part right here. The spin, the Vanya spin, like I'm absolutely a lover of it, and the way that she kind of moves her hands and stuff. It's, like I said, it's bigger movements, but it works for her. Like it really, really works for her. So I think I love seeing her routine because I think she just really shines up there on stage. So I really enjoy it. I love watching her because I think she really showcases who she is on stage, and she really kind of shows off her big personality, and I love it all. So those are the bikini top 3 of Pittsburgh Pro. I think one thing I can say about these routines is that they're all very, very different, and they always fit to what the bikini girl is and what they're comfortable doing. Now, I always think it's really easy for new pros or even amateurs to kind of say, I've seen this girl do this, so I want to do exactly what they've done. And sometimes it can be very, very hard to then protrude that natural essence on stage if you're trying to copy someone else. So if someone was to try and do, you know, Vanya's spins on stage and it doesn't look quite right, then the judges are going to see that. I think the reason that this top 3 was so kind of obvious was because they were purely just themselves on stage and really showcasing off who they were. Yes, they all had red bikinis, don't get me wrong, and that made, you know, a lot of people kind of chuckle and stuff, but when it comes down to showcasing off your physique, they all do it very, very individually, and that's exactly what you need to have when you're on stage in general, for any category, for wellness, for figure, bikini, even the men's divisions as well. You need to showcase off your strengths and what is good on you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below who was your favorite bikini routine of the top 3 or the entire show, and also comment down below if you want to see more, what shows you want me to do next and all that type of thing, because I love doing these reviews. So let me know if you guys want to see more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.